There we go. So now we're testing this Rode video mic, and it's the same conditions here, so we can still hear the water. I don't know if it's going to be any better, so we're going to see. There's also the same amount of wind. You'll see that mic is actually doing a better job than the built-in mic from the camera.
Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Today we'll be looking at the Rode video mic with a Rycote. It has an 80 Hz high-pass filter, 10-year warranty, over 100 hours of battery life. This microphone is a mid-range between a very cheap ones and the professional ones. The price range is about $250, which is a budget mid-range price for a good quality microphone. You can get a cheaper one that would be under $100, or you can get a pro version that will be more than $400. I'm gonna have another video coming out soon for the Rode Video Mic Pro Plus. This is gonna be a professional version. It's gonna have more features, but today we're gonna be having a look at the video mic with the Rycote. So let's get started. And before we start, if you're new to the channel, please take a second to subscribe. Click the notification bell so you don't miss new videos. Also, if you will find this video helpful and you like it, please give it a thumbs up and let's go.
It's got a pretty cool packaging. It has like a window here, so you can actually see part of the microphone, but you don't see the main part, which is the actual mic right here with the soft styrofoam cover to prevent it from noise. And this is called a directional mic, so it actually records sound perfectly in that direction where you point it, so it doesn't record any other sounds. And this makes the voice that you record very crisp and clear, and all the other sounds, it doesn't record them, or it lowers the volume so you don't hear them as much. This is really good if you do any kind of recording where you want to hear the person that you're recording and not the surrounding noises. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at this package here. So you can see it's got a just plastic packaging. It's got pretty neat packaging. It's got like a triangle shaped plastic cover. All right, so there we go. Let's put it aside. And yeah, so here's our microphone, and it feels real light. I think it's maybe like less than 100 grams. It feels lighter than the smartphone. Okay, let's check it out and see how heavy it is. I'm just gonna use this little digital kitchen scale for it. Let's put it on. Let's put it like this. And yeah, I was a little bit around. It's like 160 grams, but it definitely felt light. So with the battery in it, you're probably gonna weigh about 200 grams. It doesn't come with the battery, so you just gotta open this compartment. When you put the battery in, it's probably gonna be about 200 grams, which is pretty light. So yeah, so this is your microphone here. Let's see what else is in the package here. You also get a little quick start guide. Just a regular guide. It shows you the microphone. It shows you all the components that it have, all the buttons. Oh wow, look at that. It's got like a million different languages here. It shows you how to hook it up to your camera, how to insert the battery, how to connect it. So yeah, that's pretty handy. You know, you can read that. It's not very interesting. So let's go ahead and look at the mic.
It has a cold shoe mount, so you can mount it on your camera, or it also has a 1/4-inch thread, so you can mount it on any tripod. On the back, it has an on and off switch with the LED indicator, as well as a selector for the 80 Hz high-pass filter. The microphone is powered by the regular 9-volt battery. This is not a AA or AAA battery, so it could be a little bit hard to find. But on another hand, since it is powered by the regular battery, you can have a few of those batteries in stock, and then if you run out of one battery, you can quickly replace it with another one. Unlike having a rechargeable battery, you have to make sure that you have enough charge for the recording. Otherwise, you have to wait until the battery is recharged, and you cannot use the microphone meanwhile.
All the material that it's used in this mic is all plastic. Like you can feel like this is all plastic. This is plastic. When it locks, it locks pretty good. Like it's not flimsy. Like it's pretty solid plastic, but it definitely feels light and it feels cheap. You know, like when it feels super light, you think it's cheap, right? The suspension thing is made out of like flexible or suspension plastic, so that when you put it on a camera and you have some vibration, it's not affecting the quality of the audio that it's recording. So that's really cool, and that's what I wanted to, in case you need to carry it and it just kind of like bouncing a little bit. So yeah, you can still record a crystal clear sound. And yeah, as you can see here, there's your on and off switch, and there's your switch for the 80 Hz filter.
If we remove the styrofoam cover from the microphone, as you can see, there is a microphone underneath this cover, which is a direct microphone, so it will filter all the sounds coming from the side of the microphone and from the back. So it will cut down the sound from the side and from the back by a lot, and it's mostly going to concentrate on the sound coming from the front. This is why it's called the shotgun mic, because it's recording the sound mostly from the front area, and you can record it from pretty far away, and it's going to concentrate on more narrow field. Unlike the omnidirectional microphones where they record in every direction, this one records mainly to the front. It also records a little bit on the back. I would say it records about 20% from the back. You're going to hear that example when I'm going to be talking to the microphone while giving you sample footages, because I'm going to be talking from the back. You're going to still hear me, but my voice is not going to be very loud, and you're mostly going to hear what's in front of the camera, not what's on the back. And it will almost filter everything from the side, because most of the noise coming from the side, like wind noise. So it's going to filter all the wind noises that we don't need. This is why it has such a shape, and it's called a shotgun mic. Also, in the battery compartment, you will find a switch where you can change the volume of the input signal from 0 decibel to -10 and to -20. And you can use this switch in case the sound is very loud and you don't want it to max out so it's not going to distort the sound. This can be very helpful, for example, on a large concert or somewhere, let's say by the train station, where the sound is very loud, at the motocross, anywhere where the sound is going to be extremely loud and just gonna max out. Although this feature is very helpful, though the design of it is very poorly made. First of all, because it's located in the battery compartment, and secondly, because it's so hard to reach there, you're gonna need like a needle or maybe like a pen or something to reach to that switch, which is not very easy. On other microphones, you just have a switch somewhere where it's handy. As you can see, I cannot even look there, like it's so far away. As you can see, there is a little tiny white switch that you have to switch in the position as labeled on the side of this battery compartment. If you put both to the left, it's going to be 0 decibel. If you put only bottom one to the left, it's going to be -10 decibel. If you put the top to the left, it's going to be -20 decibel. So it's definitely a good feature in this microphone, but it is very poorly designed and it's going to be hard to switch it for sure.
Yeah, this is it. So let's go ahead and just test it out and see how it's performing as far as audio quality. I'm really hoping to get a good result from it. Just gotta loosen this wheel here.
As you can see, it is pretty large in size compared to the camera. It looks pretty good. I wouldn't say it is the best design I've ever seen, but I think it looks pretty stylish and it fits the camera pretty good. But the most important part is the sound, right? So this is what we get in it for. We're not getting it for the look, we get in it for the sound. So let's actually go ahead and try out how it works and compare the sound of this microphone versus the sound of the built-in mic on the camera, and see if the difference is going to be actually worth buying this microphone.
Okay, so there we go. Here we are at the lake and we just testing the sound on the camera. This is a built-in microphone on Canon EOS SL3, and you can hear there's a little bit of wind. I don't know if it's actually going to be noticeable on the camera microphone, but there's also a little bit of water movement there, so we're gonna see how it sounds. There we go. So now we're testing this Rode video mic, and it's the same conditions here, so we can still hear the water. I don't know if it's gonna be any better, so we're gonna see. There's also the same amount of wind. We'll see if that mic is actually doing a better job than the built-in mic from the camera. So yeah, you can see there's a little bit of boat movement in the back there, so I don't know if that noise is gonna be hearable. So yeah, let's try it out and see how it works. Hopefully that mic is worth the money. Try to record some of the water. There we go. Do one more test. This is how it sounds without the mic. This is how it sounds with the mic. The Rode VideoMic with a Rycote. And this is how it sounds with the high pass filter enabled. Testing the microphone here. It's external shotgun microphone. See how it's recording the sound with a little bit of wind coming from the lake. It's not too windy, but it's still quite windy, as you can see. So we're just gonna see if that's gonna record any of that wind, or if it's gonna sound pretty good.
Alright, so let's get to the conclusion about this microphone. What do I think about this microphone? Is it worth buying or is it too expensive? In my opinion, if you don't want to spend too much money, if you don't want to buy a microphone that's going to be $400 and more, then this is going to be a good mid-range microphone that's going to give you an excellent sound, but it's not going to be too expensive. It has an excellent build quality. It is very light. The battery lasts you more than 100 hours on one battery, which is also really good. And you can swap the batteries really quick. This is definitely a plus for it. But of course, on more expensive models like Rode VideoMic Pro Plus, you have the rechargeable battery built in that you can recharge. That's also going to last you more than 100 hours. But then you can also use like two AA batteries to replace. For example, if your rechargeable battery is weak, you can replace them with two AA batteries and it's going to work just like normal. It's definitely better, but I think for this price, it's also good. 9-volt batteries are pretty popular. Of course, I would prefer AA batteries or AAA batteries because they're more popular, they're readily available, and they're much cheaper as well. But honestly, this is not the major thing to consider, but it's worth mentioning. Another good thing about this microphone that it has a 80 Hz high pass filter. You can also manually adjust the input volume -10 decibel and -20 decibel, which is also good. Unfortunately, you cannot increase the volume. For example, if you're recording something with really low volume, you will not be able to increase the volume. Of course, you can do it on the camera, so it kind of compensates for that. So it is also not a groundbreaking criteria to choose this microphone or not to choose. In my opinion, the most important criteria to choose the microphone is the sound quality. And this microphone passed this criteria with confidence, so I'll definitely give it an A for the sound quality, and this is the most important criteria I consider. Other criteria would be a bonus, but since this is a budget mid-range microphone that you're not going to be spending tons of money on, I think this is good. So my final conclusion about this microphone, would I recommend this? Yes, I would recommend this if you want to have the budget level microphone, not too cheap. It's going to have a better sound quality than the cheap microphones, but it's not going to have all the features of the more expensive versions. So if you're just a beginner, you're starting, you don't want to invest too much money into the microphone, this is going to be a good starter microphone that's going to give you excellent sound quality for the price. If you want to consider something more expensive, I'm going to have a review about other Rode microphone, the VideoMic Pro Plus. That one's going to have a lot more features packed into the microphone. The sound quality will be pretty much the same, but it's going to have more cool features that you can consider, such as rechargeable battery and much more. So stay tuned for the next video, and I hope you find this video helpful. If you like it, please support it with a like, subscribe to the channel for more interesting, helpful videos. And if you have any questions, drop them down in the comment section below. I'll try to help you if I can. And this is it for now. I hope you have a nice day. See you soon. Bye-bye.